Screw it. Well. And of course, baby girl's not asleep yet. To get to blood, here we go. To get to blood ties, I had to go to here. It's not just a simple thingy I can just do. So, we're starting up blood ties. Now, if I remember correctly, the Blood Ties DLC doesn't really have, it's more of a explanation, I think. I'm not sure. It doesn't have, I don't think there's any fighting, because if I remember correctly from when it got released, this is all inside the manor. You're literally just wandering around Croft Manor in the middle of a bloody thunderstorm, it looks like. But that's what I'm assuming, is if I remember correctly. So, we'll find out. Directions are just able to enable workers and directions to allow viewers to vote on cards that are applied to... Sure.
Final notice to Lara Croft, a current tenant of premises. This is to serve as your final notice for the purposes of terminating your ownership of Croft Manor. You are required to immediately vacate and surrender possession of said manor to Atlas de Mornay, executor of estates.
Lara, it is unfortunate that you have forced my hand in this matter, but so be it. As you know, your parents appointed me executor of the estate in the event of their absence. Since your mother disappeared, her death was never technically declared. And given the circumstances surrounding your father's death, it's no surprise that he never drafted a formal last will and testament to account for this circumstance. Unfortunately, you have no legal claims to the estate. I'm willing to negotiate a modest monthly stipend from your trust, but only if you leave the manor by week's end. Don't fight me on this, Lara. Your mother wouldn't want that. Sincerely, Atlas.
There has to be a will or some kind of evidence of what happened to Mum in the manor somewhere. Dad's safe. Needs a combination. It's got to be in Dad's papers somewhere. Maybe in the library.
Oh wow, holy crap. It is literally just a... Okay, it is all just documents and search and finds and things like that. Okay then, holy hell.
My birthday crown. I was so proud of that thing.
There we go. How do I write it again?
That's my handwriting. My penmanship was pretty good.
So then this is literally just finding documents, finding things about the past. Wow.
Dad would have liked me to go to Oxford, but I insisted on UCL. Yep, looks real. Roth once offered to forge me a fake diploma to show Dad.
Ross. Document. Must be her dad's.
Well, this is a hell of a thing. I met someone tonight quite unexpectedly. But it shouldn't have been, it seems. I've been so buried in my work, so distracted by my latest revelations, I never bothered to notice my surroundings. But there she was, sitting at my table in the library. Her name is Amelia. And apparently she's been studying right next to me. Art history, of all things. I shared some of my research against my better judgment, but I wanted to see how she would respond. And she did not disappoint. I felt as if I was suddenly engaged in a mental game of chess, moving and counter-moving in argument. At one point, that poor old librarian had to shush us as if we were children. I feel so foolish for not having noticed her earlier. She's a brilliant woman who's challenged my ideas for the first time in memory. In truth, I don't know if she's feeling as exhilarated as I am right now, but I dare say our conversation was mutually stimulating. For the first time in a long time, I find myself thinking about something else besides my research. I hope she returns for another round tomorrow.
Oh,
My parents made a good team, challenging each other from the start.
definitely seems like it, damn. That was kinda cool. Our parents met at school. And then I'm literally just searching everywhere for things.
A picture with Dad and Anna. Never liked wearing dresses, but the color was nice.
Ah, I knew the stuff with Anna that happened.
This is probably my grandfather Benjamin.
Okay. And then as we know, the things that happened with Anna...
One of Dad's Yoruba masks, a gift from a friend he met on an expedition in Nigeria.
Document.
I finally introduced Richard to the family. It went precisely how I imagined. Icy but polite grace from Mother, indifference and disinterest from Father, and thinly veiled contempt from Atlas. Of course they don't approve. To them, Lord Croft is the man who took away their beloved daughter and ruined her long-standing engagement, though I was never going to marry that repugnant Earl of Farringdon anyway. One might think they would be happy that I was being courted by a genuine lord of the realm. It just happens to be Richard Croft. In their eyes, the man who single-handedly ruined a once great family. But there's nothing to be done now. Watching how Richard dealt with their subtle insults and disrespect. Such grace and calm. I know he did it for me. I think I'm falling in love with this man. It will break my mother's heart, but I cannot live the life she imagined for me. My time with Richard has only made this clearer.
Wow. Oh, good lord, buttons. There we go.
It must have been hard for Mum to go against her family's wishes. I'm glad she did.
Well, yeah, I would kind of hope so.
Dad's map of the forgotten cities of northern Syria. He was closer than he knew to finding the Prophet's tomb.
Hello, things
Dad's
everywhere.
book about immortality myths might be useful in my research.
I mean, I can't talk. They never did say that the one game was the last of it. Guess I'm exploring this way now.
This is the map I made for my first expedition with Dad. It shows a path to the library through the servants' passages.
Survival instincts to highlight. Yeah, I'm aware of how survival...
Wait, I can get to the library through the old servants' corridor.
Okay,
The
that's a
door to
little
the library.
creepy.
Locked.
That was locked.
There's got to be another way through. Dad's artifacts from the Nile Valley. I always loved looking at these. Dad became interested in immortality myths after his expeditions to Egypt.
So then, yeah, that's a... Okay, so I'm supposed to go in there. Well, let's see what's down here. Aside from slight creepiness. Anybody else getting a slight creepy vibe off this freaking house?
Hi, Dad. I've been thinking about Mum lately. I wish I knew more about her. How did you meet? What was she like? Winston told me that she was a brilliant artist. Are some of her paintings locked up in the West Wing? And I guess I just want to know, did she love me, Dad? Did she ever say that she did? Maybe I'm just being silly, but will you tell me more about her the next time I'm home from school?
Tiny Lara! Tiny little Lara. That is adorable to listen to. Aww. Granted, any child would be curious about their parents if one of their parents if the other one was missing. Why do I keep expecting shit to come jumping out of things at me? Probably just because it's an empty house. It's just creepy.
Well, hello there, Sir Lancelot. Don't worry, I won't be boring your sword this time.
Okay. Oh, here it is. I'm like, I knew I saw something over here.
Lara, I've reviewed the report from your therapist. I have to say I was surprised to see a clean bill of health. I somehow doubt you've so easily abandoned your irrational claims. Indeed, where have you been the past few weeks? My secretary discovered that you booked a flight to Turkey on the 20th. You can't have been simply sightseeing, as your customs claims suggest. I know you're up to something, and I'll be damned if I let you use the Croft assets to indulge the same obsession that led to my sister's death. It's not too late to relinquish your claims on the manor voluntarily. If you refuse, I will find a way to cut you off. Sincerely, Atlas.
So my own uncle is an asshole. Fantastic. I've got an asshole for an uncle.
The Grand Hall. Always loved
Why?
playing in here as a kid.
Why?
This is one of the first things to fix.
Everything in here is making me excessively uncomfortable. Oh, there's something in there.
A phoenix figurine. I bet this appealed to Dad's idea of immortality, of rising from the ashes and being born anew.
This is creepy. I don't like this house. I can't open. I need gear? Really? I'm inside Croft Manor. What kind of gear?
Lara, you know the West Wing is
Fucking goddammit.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to see.
We've been through this.
Was Mum's room in here?
Just stay out of there, darling.
Dad was always so protective of the West Wing. Locked.
I would
I
think.
need a key to open this.
You know, I'm probably just psyching myself out because of this, but goddamn, that just scared the fuck out of me.
What are you doing sitting there on the floor, Mistress Lara?
Looking at the compass, thinking.
What about, if I may inquire?
Just thinking about discovering faraway places, about finding adventure.
I'm sure you will, my lady.
Oh, I'm
You've
sure
the
that
soul of an
didn't-
explorer.
I'm pretty sure you didn't
But
expect
don't
the
grow
adventure
old
to
too
be
fast.
exactly what happened to you, Miss Croft. Document.
The offer came in the post last week, and I still haven't told Richard. He flew ahead to Tibet, where I will meet him shortly. I never told him I was submitting my work. Never thought there was a chance of being accepted. Oh, but a gallery tour is not something I can pass up. The show will take me away from England for over a year. I'll begin in New York and travel across the United States and, oh, God, I'm giddy even writing these words. When Richard and I were married, I was prepared to relegate my painting to a hobby. But it was Richard who objected, who gave me my atelier and studio. Without that support, I might still be painting boring landscapes. Now I can't shake the foolish sensation that leaving would be a betrayal. He will laugh at that and insist I accept, even though I know it will break his heart to be apart. He never once asked me to sacrifice any part of my life for his. I have, of course, in 1,000
obviously.
small ways over the years.
Your
But he would
family
never
is
ask.
idiots and
The
annoying,
discussion can
hypocritical,
wait, and I will join him
princey
in Tibet.
pricey douchebags.
I won't cast a shadow over his find. I will be by his side in his triumph, as I know he will stand by my side, in time.
Very nice. That is a wall. Ooh, box thing. And I can open it.
Got to remember to pack this for my next trip.
Oh, flashlight. It's a gear, and it's apparently gear. Okay, Found a flashlight. Awesome. Flashlight will
able
turn
to
on
explore the
automatically
dark
in
now.
dark areas. No, der. Whoop. Don't know why I jumped. I meant to hit the X button, not the A button. Dum
Hey,
dum.
Jonah. Sorry for not getting back to you sooner. I've decided to do some research at the manor. A lot has happened, and I need some time to think about what I want to do next. This old place is filled with memories and secrets.
Oh, speaking of
Uncle
something I did not
Atlas
notice
has
until I
tried
was
to keep
editing
me
one
out
of my
here for
videos
so
the other
long,
night.
I don't
What the
even know
frick
if I
happened to
want
Jonah?
keep it, but after
The Jonah
everything
from the
that's
first
happened,
game doesn't look
maybe
anything
I
like the
can find
Jonah
out
from
what
this
it still
game.
means to me. If
Unless it's a
worth
different
fighting
Jonah,
him
but
for,
I
I'll
don't
let
think
you
so,
know
because I
how
think he
things
even makes
worked out
references
when I'm
to...
back in London.
references to what happened to her on the island previously. Like, the Jonah from the first game is like... Or not native,
Lara, since your return from your expedition to Yamatai, I've grown
Ichi.
increasingly alarmed at your erratic behavior. I can only assume you suffered some kind of psychological trauma and are only acting out as a professional.
Excuse me.
I want you to know that I hear you.
I said the Jonah
loud
from the
and
first game
clear.
got like
And
dreadlocks
I
and
agree that it's time
tattoos
for
and
you to be
everything and a
evaluated by
slight
a professional.
foreign
I
accent.
took the liberty of
This
arranging
Jonah's
an introduction to a highly
dark
qualified
skinned.
colleague of mine. You should be receiving
And unless
the
he was
details in the
tanned in
purchase
this
soon.
game, but I
I
don't
want to
think
impress
they
upon you
would.
the
I don't think
importance
they
of
would do
this,
that.
Lara. As executor of the estate, it
I
is
know
my
I'm
duty
probably
to see that
nitpicking
it is
things,
left
but
in capable
it
hands.
slightly bugged me. I
And if I may be
literally
frank,
looked at the
acting
video,
like your
played it
father
for a
when he
couple
at
minutes,
his
and was
worst.
like,
He
"What the
nearly lost
fuck am I
manor
looking at?"
himself in those days. I'd hate for you to repeat his mistakes. I encourage you to embrace the help I'm offering. Sincerely, your uncle.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, so Atlas is my uncle, and Atlas is a douchebag, it seems. Douchebaggery runs strong.
Another one of Dad's immortality artifacts. I think Roth
snakes
bought
eating
this
each
in
other's
from a
tails.
trader in Greece.
I was gonna say, that's the tale of the snakes eating each other's tails. Is that make go somewhere? No, that was just the vase that I was staring at. Okay. Yeah, there's gotta be something that happens with some stuff around here. I swear I saw something on the floor. I'm losing what's left of my mind. Why is this game making me so fucking jumpy?
Not sure. I really need to brush up on my ancestors one of these days.
Probably be a good idea, Miss Croft. I swear this game is gonna be the freaking death of me. Something's gonna happen and I'm just gonna scream because I'm freaking sicking myself out over the situation. And then I'm gonna wind up waking up one of my kids. And then that's just gonna be the end of it. I'm not gonna be able to do anything. It's gonna be done. It's gonna be done and done. I know about my survival instincts. Thank you, game. Oh, and why is it dark? Why does it have to be dark? I don't like this.
Amelia,
I don't
the
like
news
this.
has reached Mother. She knows that you broke off your engagement with the Earl of Farringdon. She is beside herself with worry. But, for the moment, she's controlling the narrative. As far as anyone knows, you're just having innocent second thoughts. But the moment your affair with Lord Croft goes public, it will be too late. Our name will be as ruined as this man you've chosen to bed. Don't you see that you're being selfish, Amelia? Please, consider
Excuse
your
me?
family.
She's
You're a
being
Demone.
selfish?
Everything you do has a greater effect on us all. I'm coming down to London soon. Don't do anything rash until we have a chance to talk.
Really now? She's being selfish? She's the one shaming the family? You're the ones who were trying to force her to marry somebody she didn't want to marry and make her life miserable for reputational effects. Seriously, what kind of bullshit is that? I understand it's an old traditional type thingy, but god dang, sometimes it don't make sense to me. God.
Falling apart. Maybe I should just let my uncle have this place.
No, Lara, no. Do not do that.
They say a good test of a relationship is how well you travel together. Well, I'd say Amelia and I have passed that test with
See what I mean
flying
when I said the game's
colours.
gonna freaking make me
Indeed,
scream
these
bloody murder
last
one
few
of these
months in
days, and I'm
Egypt
just
have
gonna
been
wake up the
nothing
kids
short
because
of
I don't know
extraordinary.
freaking control.
She and Roth get on like old uni chums. In fact, the two have spent more than a few nights drinking and playing cards into the wee hours. Despite her decidedly proper upbringing, Amelia's taken to roughing it more than I ever have. She fits in and connects with the local populace with such amazing empathy. Because of her, I've had a bit of an unexpected breakthrough in my research. She managed to convince an artifact dealer in Old Town to sell me a magnificent and quite unusual Tibetan scroll. From what I can tell, it seems to contain details surrounding an immortality ritual of some sort.
Oh no.
I think it's time for me to take the next step with Amelia. In fact, I don't think I can wait any longer. I will ask for her hand tomorrow in the bright Egyptian sun amidst the dust and ruins.
Oh wow. Oh, that's really actually very romantic. Proposed to her in freaking Egypt
I'm not
after an
surprised
expedition.
He asked her to marry him as soon as he got the idea.
Lara, that definitely sounds like your dad. Oh god. Okay, I don't like that idea. I do not like that idea. Can I open this? Nope. Oh god, I gotta go down there. I need the master key. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I hate basements. 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 I hate basements.
Amelia, I know we have had our differences in recent years. I've tried my best to keep an open mind about your relationship with
Swear to God,
Richard, but
something's
I
gonna come
just
up here and
can't
eat
let
my
you
ass.
go on this ill-conceived expedition without saying my piece. You say Richard's theories have merit. You say that he may have actually stumbled upon some mythic, unknown truth, but I have seen nothing to support such claims. And while your word may have
No,
been
you're
enough
also
in
an
times
asshole.
past, I cannot
Everybody
let
in
you
your
squander
family's an
away
asshole.
what remains of your name and reputation, and that of our family, truth be
Oh,
told.
and there we go with
on
the
some
fame and
damn
reputation
foolish
bullshit
crusade.
again.
I intend to go to Richard's investors and let them know exactly how he's spending their money, but I want to give you a chance to put a stop to this yourself. Please, don't go to Tibet. If not for me, at least for Lara.
Oh, so Lara was already born at this point? I'm finding these things out of order. But... Oh, god. I hate, I
Still
don't
just
like...
as creepy as I remember.
Fuck. Out of book.
I'm at a crossroads now. Good lord, that's such a cliche. But there's truth in it. Two roads before me. Both present joy and compromise. A life with Richard, adventure, intellectual pursuit, perhaps a new family. But also a man obsessed with something I cannot understand. Or a life of obligation, upholding the de Mornay name, embracing our traditions, not losing the family that raised me. Oh, this really is a rubbish choice. I don't want to lose them, but I love the life I've started to build with Richard. He comes with his own difficulties, but I can accept them. Will it be enough?
That's what a whole relationship is about, you know? Finding somebody that you want to spend the rest of your life with. Finding somebody and, you know, getting through trials and proving to people that that's where you're supposed to be. Fuck, I didn't have an exact situation, but like me and my husband, we didn't start off fantastic when we first got together. My family hated him.
My lord, I hope that
You know, hated
Mrs.
my
finds you
husband
on a
beyond
successful
any means when we
expedition
first got together
and
with
in
him.
good health.
And oh my god, did they
Before
try
I bore you with
everything
state affairs, I want
to
to
get
let
us
you
to
know that our
not
little angel has been into some
be
mischief.
together.
As
Now, there is
always,
a
I indulged
significant
her
age
in our
difference between
usual
me and
game
my
of
husband.
chess. Over the course
When
of
I
the
met
game,
him, I was
she
16,
broached
and he
the
was
subject
21,
of her mother.
but
She's having trouble remembering her now.
We live 9 hours. Lived. Excuse me. 9 hours apart from each other. So not like we could just, go and have a willy-nilly bang fest somewhere. So that wasn't an issue.
She has such strong emotions.
I really should not be
Later
talking
in
over
life,
this.
She set a trap for me in the walk-in freezer of all places.
Oh,
Before
Jesus
I knew what was
Christ,
happening,
Lara.
I found myself locked inside. Mrs.
Oh my
Sheffield
God.
discovered me an
Miss
hour later,
Croft.
shivering and somewhat peeved. It took us an additional hour to find Lara in the grounds. I know all her hiding places, of course, but this time she really did not want to be found. Call it
Would
years
you
of
after you pulled
observation,
that on your
but
butler?
I can tell when she's out of sorts. My lord, if I may be so bold, she misses you fiercely. She is lonely for her father. Please consider a call as soon as you are able.
Anyway,
Poor Winston. I remember being so angry. He was always so patient with me.
that was a door I came in, because this is the thing I moved. Okay. But yeah, but that's what I mean. Like I said, there's an age difference between me and my husband, and at the time, yes, that was the big thing my family was treating.
King to Queen 1. I'm going to win this time, Winston.
Clever girl. But you should know by now, winning isn't everything. Queen to King's Bishop 6. Check.
Easy for you to say. You always win. Knight takes Queen.
What I mean to say is try to enjoy the journey, Lara. Don't rush to victory. Bishop to King 7.
I know, Winston. I just want... Oh no! I didn't even see that.
You should also know by now, I'm not to be trifled with on this board, young lady. Mate.
Oh, I am going to win. Someday.
Apparently Winston is good at chess.
I would play chess with our old butler Winston on this board. Never could beat him.
I was gonna say, you never beat him? That's slightly scary. Where is this rumbling coming from?
I
There we
always
go.
chose white. Maybe if I let him go first once in a while, I might have won.
Maybe. Going first isn't always the best option. Doesn't always mean you'll get it. I've seen a crowbar. Okay, well then. But yeah, so, so.
Everything is almost ready for Mistress Lara's
Yeah, so that was a thing back when I was
surprise.
first got together with my husband.
Hands-on-deck effort organizing the affair and keeping it secret.
We were together for a long time.
Egypt, memorizing
together.
hieroglyphs and ancient Egyptian districts.
It doesn't like
So
we split
she'll
up,
be
didn't mean to make it sound that way.
delighted with what Lord Croft
No,
has
we've
come up
been
with.
together.
This will be good for her.
Dating.
She's been acting
Oh,
up of late,
my lord.
but
think
I
it's
know
going on
she's
10
just
years now.
craving more of her father's attention.
Been a while.
He's been so buried in
It's
his
been so long, my
research.
brain doesn't
It'll be
remember.
a nice moment for the two of them to reconnect. And I do believe
But yeah.
he needs it as much as she does.
Yeah, if I'm right, we've been together going on 10 years. Between first meeting each other and everything, yeah. I'd say it's been about 10 years. Which is nice. Oh, child of mine. Okay, so I had to move that to move this. Sneaky. I still don't like it down here. I'm literally waiting for something to fucking poke around the corner and just be like, hi! Like, I know you're doing things, but I'm gonna freaking scare the shit out of you.
Bottle of wine. I can still smell his favorite Bordeaux.
I don't know whether or not that's a good or sad thing there, Miss Croft.
Dad, this is it. The basement of despair.
Indeed, Lara. Muster your courage, for this is the only path to the Library of Infinite Knowledge.
Look there. See the string?
An ancient Egyptian tripwire. The Keepers of Knowledge want none to disturb their treasures. We must tread carefully.
Let me lead. I know how to spot all the traps.
I'm sure you do, my darling. Lead on.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh. I'm just finding this really adorable. And I actually do mean adorable. Like, adorably sweet. Because, you know, the game hypes up the fact that Lara's dad, you know, committed suicide or maybe was killed by Trinity, somewhere mixed-mashed in that big mess. And that her mom wasn't around because because of something. She obviously, they say she died, so I don't know, we'll find out what happened to Lara's mom probably here.
One of the wire traps Winston made for my birthday expedition.
It's like
Winston
having
used
little
my
flashbacks is
to make
nice.
this. He and Dad put a lot of work into this birthday surprise.
So, you know, so the fact that we kind of are like
water
reliving
damage
all
from the
this is
main
really
pool above.
sweet. Okay, I think that's actually where I'm supposed to go, so let's not go in that direction yet. Figure out what else the heck is down here. I was like, I saw something.
My stuffed bear. I couldn't have a tomb without a mummy.
That is so cute. This is cute. This also just might be my mommy mode kicking in. Okay, so it loops around. Okay, so this is the same thing. It's just now we're going this way. Okay. Alright, now we're going this way. And I'm assuming this takes me to the library. Oh my god, why? Why does everything want to terrify me in here? Oh my freaking Christ, I thought that was a person. It's a fucking door. I'm okay. That's where I'm going to have a heart attack. Going to have a freaking heart attack. Somebody is awake. I was wondering where this was.
Bust of Anubis was from Dad's Egyptian collection. He
This
must
is
have put
really
it down
pretty.
in the basement for our little expedition.
I say that's actually really quite pretty. Alright, let's go, Croft. Notice I'm calling her Croft now for some strange reason instead of calling her Lara like I normally do. And I can't open that because I don't have the crowbar. The fucking light just scared the shit out of me. Well, at least I get to stare at the nice Lara butt as she climbs up the ladder. Like, that was like zoomed in on Lara's ass. I mean, come on now. Could you make it any more obvious?
Plans for adding electricity to the manor. Dad used to say his granny hated all the bright lights. There's a missing page.
I just made that sing. Okay, I'm popular.
Amelia left tonight. She packed her suitcase and walked right out of here, and I didn't even notice. Like those days
Really?
in the Oxford Library before we even met. I just had my nose in a book, lost in my own world. I am such a fool. I have let my obsession with this damned ritual of long life rule my better judgment for far too long, and it may already be too late. How could I have not seen this coming? I've made this mistake over and over, always putting my research before my personal life. But it's never hurt like this before. I simply
at least you
cannot
realize
live
it.
without her. If I have to give up this accursed quest that has plagued me for so long, then so be it. I am going after her, right now, tonight.
Well, see, and that's a good thing. Mr. Croft realized his mistake. Obviously, otherwise Mrs. Croft probably wouldn't have stuck around. Granted, they're making it sound like they're already potentially married, dating, something still. Alright, let's go into this library. Oh, why did I make that noise? That sounds so creepy.
Okay, Dad's ledger has to be in here somewhere. Hopefully it has the combination to the safe.
Okay, why is everything...
I've created a clever little map for Lara's birthday expedition. I used the invisible ink Amelia picked up for me in Morocco so many years ago. At the time, I remember being so annoyed by that rather aggressive street vendor, but she just smiled in her sunny way and paid him without a second thought. I
Invisible
assumed it was
ink?
just a tourist scam, but it actually works. Turns
Excuse
out
me.
it requires a very specific kind of vellum and a heat source to illuminate the ink after it's dried. It should prove a nice challenge for Lara to puzzle out.
Ah, no, baka, bad thing. There we go. Huh. So the map had invisible ink on it, so you need to get fires going. I have plenty of fucking fireplaces in this place.
I
So,
always accepted that Richard's rather unorthodox research was just something I had to live with. But this time, the thrill of discovery has taken hold of me. I never imagined I could be drawn in this way. Richard cabled to tell me he's found the monastery. The symbol we deciphered in the scroll was the key to its location. I don't know if I honestly believe that this will lead to the fabled elixir of life, but I
excuse me.
can't help but feel that a great secret awaits us there. My brother was threatening to shut down the expedition, but I managed to talk him down for the time being. Now I am going to meet Richard. I would bring Lara if I could, but she's still too young. She'll be in good hands with Winston.
I was gonna say,
and when
I was
we
gonna say,
return,
wait a minute,
her
what?
parents might just be a bit more famous.
I was gonna say, Lara was born at this point? They must be married at this point. Like I said, I keep finding these things out of order, so now I'm all like,
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool. Lara's expedition treasure, my favorite painting by Amelia, the day of our wedding anniversary.
Okay, got to
Well, I
find
found that.
those objects to figure out the combination to the safe. There's something else here.
obviously.
Dad's lighter. I don't remember him ever using it, though.
Had it.
The
There it is.
Croft family crest and initials PC. I wonder if this belonged to my grandfather.
I have a lighter now. Key required.
Okay, should be able to light the fireplace now.
Because I'm like, I can light the fireplaces. Was I not just talking about lighting fires? Oh, it's a picture.
This is my handiwork. I used to love drawing pictures of tigers. Spent so many hours in here, reading, dreaming of my own adventures.
Wow. Big giant green stuffed animal dragon right there. Now I would have figured that actually would have been something. I guess it's not.
I've reached the monastery. As Roth predicted, it was hidden deep in the Himalayas. And now that I'm standing on these high stone walls, I am overwhelmed by the sheer beauty of the mountains that surround me. It is simply breathtaking. But what adds to their spiritual majesty is the truth of this place. The monks welcomed me, as is their way, but they seemed to expect me. They must have known someone like me would eventually come seeking answers. I know this is the place.
Probably.
They've conducted the ritual before. I have seen the evidence, the distinctive symbols carved into the floors, the art displayed on the inner chamber's walls. They've created the elixir before, and they will again if I can convince them. I sent Amelia a message straight away. I want her by my side for this discovery.
Okay then.
Dad was looking for an elixir. Was it the elixir of life?
Probably. I mean, he was freaking obsessed with the damn thing.
One of Winston's notes. He always hid sweets for me to find.
This is so sweet and kind of sad at the same
I
time.
remember this now.
Oh,
Each
jeez.
district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
Oh boy.
Let me see.
These two myths are referencing the same source material. But where did I see this image?
Dad, I think it's this one, in the chapter on Egyptian districts.
Why, yes, I think you're right, Lara.
I remember the page with the illustration of Ra.
My goodness, you've been paying attention, haven't you? This could be an important breakthrough.
Does this mean I'm your research assistant?
And more, my darling girl.
Takes me back. This was always one of my favorite books in this library. I used to trace hieroglyphs.
Didn't mean to do that.
Those were good times. The best times.
Well, yeah, because your dad wasn't dead and things and anger. Much anger.
Took quite a tumble off of this old thing when I was a girl. Still feel it in the shoulder from time to time.
I can still feel it in the shoulder from time to time. Okay. Well, my question is, why were you up here in the first place? No offense, but... Oh, pull it, dumbass. There you go. You wanna let my girl climb this thing? I mean, I know that it's, part of the library, but I mean, still. Push it, Lara. Come on. There you go, you weakling. Let me see what's down here. Probably nothing too important.
This music is familiar. It's beautiful.
I can't hear a damn thing.
It appears Sir Reginald's helmet fell off. Or didn't I put it back properly?
Oh, Lara. So can I open this now? Nope, I cannot. So I have to go up. Yep, I still need that damn key. Okay, the key's gotta be somewhere. Hell, there has to be a lot of everything somewhere, to be honest. So disturbingly creepy. You know, you would think the Baba Yaga shit would have made it so that this didn't freak me out, but no.
Except for the image of a key. I remember this map now. It leads to the master key, but we made it with a special kind of invisible ink. It could only be seen with the heat of a fire.
And I still need the master key for that. Fantastic. So can't open that. I need the master key for it.
I stashed one of Winston's master keys in here when I was a kid.
I was gonna store all the keys in the goddamn freaking library. Why? Because I can. Oh, I didn't turn this on because I figured I could just walk around the house. Nope, not so much yet.
This should help me read the map. I can see the map. Looks like the key is hidden under a trunk near the bookcase. X marks the spot, as they say.
Okay, so it's this thing. Eventually. There we go. Okay, Croft Manor is full of just what the fucks.
The master key. This should get me into the West Wing.
Oh, hi there. Relic Hunter. Blood ties collect 50% of the relics in Croft Manor. Oh, only like 2.5% of people have gotten that achievement? Ouch. It's like nothing.
This should open most rooms in the manor.
Oh, hello, another achievement. Key to the Past, 2.9% have gotten this. Acquired the Master Key. Okay. Cool. Does that mean I can just open this now?
I think there might be more clues to find in the library.
Oh, I'm pretty sure there's more clues in the library. Just where the F am I? I came out of the library. I don't remember this being down here. But there is a document right here. Might as well grab it.
Mistress Lara, I took the liberty of preparing a tray.
Oh, hello, achievement again. 2.5%. Meet the Crofts. Blood ties. 50% of documents in Croft Manor found.
Treats. I would
Okay.
appreciate it if you kept this between us, but I felt tonight called for something special. If you will forgive me the indulgence, your rapid exit from the dinner table had me concerned, and I wanted to impart something that I hope sets your mind